hate that fucking sound.
God damn, that's creepy.
I know, isn't it?
Yeah.
So to begin, I ask everyone this: how are you feeling?
I'm honestly feeling like complete shit. Like, I feel like my entire game was for nothing. So, I'm not feeling good.
That's really heavy. You know,
Yeah,
I feel like it's harder. Like those emotions hit harder whenever you get to the end game because it's like, yes,
you're so close, you know?
exactly. Yeah. It's like, yeah, it's a placement that you can be prouder of, but it's like you've put in so much time and so much work into the game that it's like you just fell short. So it's like, what was it all for?
Literally.
Um, if you could like describe your play style, like the kind of game that you played, what would you describe it as?
Um, I would describe it this time around. Last time, I would have said under the radar, kind of like behind the scenes controlling. This time, I played a pretty dominant, um, blatantly controlling game. So, yeah, dominant.
Okay, and so it's really interesting that you've gotten both perspectives. Like, you weren't like an underdog in your original season. I mean, kind of, because you were with J-Ro, but like,
Yeah.
um, you were like kind of a not a floater, but like in the middle.
Hmm.
And you were definitely an overdog in this season. And I have to be careful of what I'm saying so I don't like give you any information, but um you definitely perceive yourself to be an overdog, it seems. And so I'm just like wondering what it was like playing in such a different way. Like, what were the differences?
I did this game completely on purpose. I wanted to prove to mainly myself and the hosting team that my win wasn't a fluke. So I wanted to be more presentful of my game this time around and control things up front, which I did until my vote out. Um, Last game I just was more of a stay quiet, sometimes have the vote go my way. Okay, most of the time, besides the Jera vote and besides the final four, whatever that fire making situation was. This time around, every single vote happened because of essentially my input. And while I think I did prove myself, to come so short, it hurts so much worse than to if I have lost season 4. Because I feel like I put so much more effort into this, into changing my game intentionally, just for it to work out until Roman won that final 5 immunity where everything went to shit.
Would you say that your vote out was a blindside?
Um, yes and no. Once Roman did win that final 5, I was like, shit, if there is a vote out, it's gonna be on myself and not Roman. Because Roman would have been the vote because I did have a better relationship with Joaquin, and people assumed that Roman would have beat me in the end, which is possibly true.
Wouldn't or would?
However, what?
You said that people assumed that Roman would or wouldn't beat you.
Some people did. It was so confusing to read people because some people are saying they'd vote me. Some people are saying that Roman played the most scrappy, like type of like escapee type game. You know, to like avoid being voted out. Partially due to my idol, partially due to her winning immunities. However, it just hurts so much more to get voted out this way. So much more just because it all came down to a Final Five immunity, essentially. And I really, I mean, I'm not too shocked by it because Roman is the best out of us in challenges, but it stings to have someone who you carried to Final Five with an idol with the social connections you brought in, me bringing in Joaquin and Uni to keep us in further in the game, just to get voted out by them because they know I'm the biggest threat to their game at the moment. Even
Mhm.
though we did build the closest bond, it hurt. It really did. I'm not gonna lie. So it did feel like a blindside emotionally, but strategically it did not whatsoever.
I'm not, like, saying anything about the awards, we haven't even started, like, planning them, but what I will say is that a lot of players who end up getting player of the season go out, like, in a 5th or 4th position.
Don't
So,
get my hopes up, but I really am
we're
was gunning for that so hard this season, so do not get my hopes up with that.
I'll leave it at that then.
Okay.
Oh my god, I had a question and then I forgot it. Okay, here's this okay, I don't know how this question will be received, but this season, I think it's no surprise to anyone that it's the lines between personal and game have been a bit blurred.
Mhm.
So, does your vote out feel personal to you, or are you able to see it as strictly a game move?
Not at all. There has been personal votes in this game, that I could see people feeling personal about, but my vote out, was definitely purely strategic. I assume Roman voted me out as a way to hopefully comp out till the final two, because she knows that I was standing in the way of that. So if um I'm assuming, I don't know, but I'm assuming that's the reason why Roman voted me out is because I was standing the most out of everyone, even though I was the closest ally, and it hurts because she could have chosen anyone else to take out and still comped out to the end. I do think it was me because I would have the most likely chance of beating her. Um, so it didn't feel personal to me. It just hurt emotionally a lot, and I'm not an emotional guy whatsoever. But it was so shitty. Can I explain something, or do
Yeah,
we not have that time? Because I have something to explain.
we can take
It
as much
feels
time
so
as you want.
emotional. It feels so emotional because in the beginning of the when she won immunity, I was like, shit, it could possibly be me this vote. But what reassured me and what made me make the parchment that I was so confident that Emmy may be going. Well, first of all, I just said that just in case Emmy did go, which was 22nd to 5th. That's amazing. But I was just making that just in case Emmy did go to make her feel better. But in reality, why I was so hurt even more is because Roman kept saying Final Four, but right when she won, Final Four, we made Final Four, Boofus, yes, 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 yes. So I don't know if her mind changed throughout the week or throughout the episode of her wanting me home, or she was just doing that for no reason because she knew I didn't have anything. So I just don't understand why she did that. And then she kept explaining in the previous game how she took someone out around the same placement and how they got so mad at her and she would cry if she did the same thing to me and sent me home without telling me and blindsiding me, which put such a bad taste in my mouth, which did feel personal. However, I know the vote overall was not. That's why it was just so emotional for me because why do all that when you know I do not have anything? I don't get it. I get it for game wise. I was the biggest thing in her way. However, um some she it wasn't I don't find it that smart to do all that when you know that you're gonna flip on me anyway. It just didn't seem why what's I didn't see the logic behind it. That I guess that's where I'm getting at. So it felt more personal at times.
Right. Are you someone who, like, searches your name or, like, reads confessionals after the season?
Not definitely not really. I know season 4 I didn't except for Curtis and um what's Jero just because I wanted to see their perspective on working with me.
Mhm.
I know I didn't really search anyone else's because I assumed they would probably talk bad about me or saying I was either a threat or nothing good because I voted them out, and I really didn't want to read that about me. So I'm probably not going to do that this season since basically everyone I took out. So I really don't. I'm not planning on it. I'm really not planning on it.
Okay.
Why?
I was just gonna say because and I don't think that this is, like, game revealing or anything, but I think that going through confessionals, like, will give you perspective on like why people may have chosen to do things in the way that they did. Because a lot of people like are like very active. I mean, like overall, like this is a pretty active cast when it comes to confessionals.
Mhm.
So people have been explaining their moves and their reasonings behind doing things. So
Were my confessionals bad? Like, I didn't know how the slideshows would go. Like, would people enjoy
no,
them?
I
Like,
really liked the slideshows. I'm gonna be honest, I have been so busy with work. Like I have 4
yeah.
jobs. So I have not been able to keep up with confessionals. I watched your last confessional video, but honestly, I'm like 4 or 5 episodes behind. But
That's all good. Like,
I find them really entertaining. Like
yeah.
I really like how you have like a life segment. I thought that was so cute.
Okay, cool. Like, as long as they didn't flop, you know.
Yeah, no, they like
Yeah.
them. Some people, and I know you said that you got quite a few views on them too, so I think like other people liked them as well.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. It's honestly it was really nice because I sorry, I know I'm kind of rambling, but like
That's all good.
it was because whenever I have to go back and like catch up if I'm like 4 or 5 episodes behind, it's exhausting like having to read pages and pages and pages of confessionals back to back to back. So it's like
Hmm.
being able to just like watch a video is so much easier. And
Yeah,
it's
no, I get
exhausting.
it's exhausting for me to type, which is why I do talking instead. So I
Right.
get that.
Yeah. So never change. So since we were talking about Roman, the fans are wondering, and by fans I mean me. I'm
Okay.
honestly like the only one invested. But um there was talk of a showman's brewing.
Um,
What can you tell us about that situation? Was it ever
um,
really there?
it was definitely not there. What? It was not there whatsoever. It was all a show, guys. I'm sorry. Only it was basically an act just to like for the hosts for fun. Like it was mainly Roman trying to like get it going, and I just kept talking game. I'm sorry, Roman, but it just never happened.
Okay, thank you for putting the rumors to rest. Thank
Yeah, I'm sure everyone was wondering.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's all that the Spec Lounge has been talking about. Like,
I know.
no one has been talking about any of the votes. It's all like the Rufus showmans. Um,
Yeah, I imagine.
there are actually edits made of you guys, so be on the
Ew.
lookout for that. Um,
Okay.
anyway, back to the game. So
Hmm.
if the Emmy vote had went through and Roman didn't flip, allegedly, I'm not saying that
Hmm.
Roman flipped, but that's what you claim. So
Well, because Uni put the fucking just like Uni put the fucking pun vote. Like I think we know who voted who.
right, but I'm not allowed to confirm nor deny.
Yeah,
So
I know. I'm just saying.
um if the Emmy vote had went through, what was your path to the end going to be? And I know that you've talked in your confessionals about who you wanted to sit next to at the end, but if
Yeah.
you could also touch on that.
So it kept changing up for me. I would like I kept thinking about the possibilities. However, my final conclusion was to take Joaquin to the end. I do think the jury would hopefully respect game over emotions. I know some jurors are more prone to vote for who they have worked with or who they feel more hatred towards, aka me. However, um, I do think if I lost to Joaquin, I'd feel the best about it, knowing I should have won. Or if I won against Joaquin, I would have felt good about it, knowing it would have worked out. And if I did get past this vote, I most likely would have won the whole entire game as long as Roman didn't comp out to the end. It would have been a really. I don't know how the final two between me and Roman would have gone. I think my jury speech would have hopefully swayed people because I did have a more dominant role in the game. Um, but if it if I stayed and Emmy went, my ideal would be Final Four Roman, gone. Final three would be Uni, and then final two would be me and Joaquin, and that would happen because Uni gave me a pinky promise. I know it sounds stupid, but Uni was indebted to me this game for the rest of the game. Um, and I know Uni and I talked about it. Like, I trust me. I know that that's a fact for myself at least. And then so that's how Roman would have gone Final Four because Roman Union already talked about it. Final three would have been Uni because I would have won the final competition. I know I would be Joaquin and Uni in a final three type deal. And if it is a final three, I still think I played the best. I know I played the best game out of Uni and Joaquin, so I still think if I lost, I'd still be okay with it because I know in my head I'd be like, okay, I played the best I could and I lost this way. That's completely fine. Um, with Roman, I think we played pretty similar games, but I do think the jury would be more bitter towards me, so couldn't let that get to the end.
Okay. So, like, how would you have gotten to the end, though? Like, did you plan on comping out? Like, how would you not navigate
I
the
had Uni by my
social?
side the whole entire time. So Final Four would be Roman taken out. If Roman loses the comp, we take oh, hi Divine. uh Final Four would have been Roman out. Uni and I already made the discussion. Joaquin would want Roman out as well. If Roman did not have immunity, I already know that because Joaquin expressed wanting Roman out before the final five immunity happened, where Roman won. So, which Roman needed, because if Roman didn't get that, I probably would still be in the game and would be pretty set. However, yes, Uni and I did talk about it. Joaquin and I talked about it. Roman would be gone Final Four. I knew in my head Uni would take me to Final Two. Most likely, I don't know. Uni gave me the pinky promise. However, I can't always trust that, but I do believe Uni meant it. So I think Uni would have taken me for the slim chance that I didn't win Final Two, or the Final Three competition, and I just don't think Joaquin would have a chance at beating it. But I think Joaquin would take that would be a crucial competition for either me or Uni to win. So the final three, it wasn't guaranteed, but it was favoring towards me. That competition would.
What do you mean? Joaquin's a comp beast.
Look, Joaquin is a smart guy. I really think he was down. There's no. Is he that bad? Like, I need that is something I'm trying to look back on and see if he's really that shit at competitions or if he was underplaying it. Because there's no way. Is he really that bad? Is he?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Like, but yeah, that would be my path to the end to a most likely victory.
Gotcha. I definitely don't want to like keep you for too long, but I just like keep thinking of more questions because you're just giving me so much good content.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is so much easier to do over voice. Like, oh my God. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask another. Well, okay, first I have like a joke question.
Okay.
You said that you would have given a great FTC. Is it because Rose taught you how to write a good speech
Oh
or
my god. Okay. First, let me clear this up. If anyone does happen to watch this or hear this, yeah, why it's so funny what happened with me and Rose at Final Two. I was saying like, oh, Rose taught me how to write a speech. I just kept saying, "Oh, I'm going to write such a short speech. I don't know how to do this. This is so hard." And Rose was like, "I feel like Boofus, it's okay. I won't write a good one." And then what I did was actually look back in season three to see Alex's speech and use that as my format. And I
oh
didn't
my
take
God.
anything from Rose. I didn't take one thing what Rose taught me.
Did I forget, did Rose like actually write like a not good speech?
It was like a page and a half. Yeah, I wrote
Oh
like
my
4 pages.
God.
No,
Oh,
yeah, it was not that good.
oh my God. You played her so hard.
I know.
That's kind of brutal. You're kind of a villain, Boofus.
Mm, well, kind of.
Speaking of, do you feel that you played a villainous game this season?
Villainous? No. Um,
Do you
if
feel
I
you
stayed
played a
till the
heroic
end,
game then?
no, what?
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just asking if you didn't feel that you played a villainous game, then do you feel like you played a heroic game?
Heroic, no, definitely anti-hero. Because I did take out. I I feel bad like a lot of the times when I voted people out because I always VC'd them and actually built a connection with them. Like with Quinn, I VC'd right before the vote out, and I'm assuming Quinn was hurt by that when I actually voted them out. Um, Jero, I'm only saying not villainous because I only took people out and planned vote outs when I knew people would take me out if I got further, such as Jero, Patrick. Um, Although Patrick said you'd take me to final two, I don't know if that's true, but so um, uh, but I assume not. And other people that I can't think of right now because I was pretty loyal and I did give people opportunities basically to benefit my game, such as bringing Uni in or working with Emmy and Joaquin for a round with that little trio because we had a relationship on the previous tribe, not the previous, but the previous.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I didn't really make moves against an ally that I didn't know would betray me in the future. I just planned beforehand before they could do the same to me. So it wasn't really villainous, more just of a precaution to benefit my own game. So which does come off as anti-hero, not really hero, in my opinion.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, and the Lex vote was probably my most villainous move, but because I did not tell Lex what was going on, and I did plan that whole thing, and I felt so bad, but it was best.
Yeah. I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah.
Um, I'm gonna ask one more question about Roman because like it's hard not to because like you guys were such close allies. Like and
Yeah.
you guys hit it off like from the very beginning and worked together closely literally from beginning to end.
hmm
What was it that made you guys connect so like fast and so closely? Like what was it about her that made you know like I can trust her 100%?
Um, in the beginning, we knew. I don't know what it was. We kind of just clicked from there's really nothing I can describe it as. It's just we kind of clicked from the beginning, knowing we would work with each other, mainly because we were. I don't want to be like mean to the other contestants, but it seemed we were the most level-headed throughout the whole entire game. Besides Roman's blow up, but Roman did have a blow up a couple times. One being the whole Emmy situation, lapdog. Oh my god, the
Oh
lapdog
god.
situation.
Oh
Oh my god,
god.
don't bring that up. But that situation, she blew up a bit when I did not want her to. And the other situation was the rock situation where she kept instead of like keeping like the jury more of like being a little nicer to the people, she kind of went off on them a bit, which is entertaining. But I
Wait,
was like, oh my god, Roman. But
what situation?
other than that, we were level headed. Like we were pretty like on the same page. Yes, I didn't tell her about some of the other relationships I was in, but we knew we were closest in the game for the majority of it, which was something I think other people did not have, at least with the power that I held throughout the game.
Okay. I okay, I know that I said that that was the last question about Roman, but I forgot about your final words. Um I you like mention you describe this relationship with Roman and I have to say like from your confessionals
Yeah.
it seems like you guys made and from like alliance chats that you guys had together, it really seems like you guys made decisions together. It doesn't seem like you came up with an idea or she came up with an idea. Like it seems like it was collaborative. So I'm wondering what exactly you meant by you carried her. Like if it seems
Harriet, as in I saved her multiple times with the numbers I brought in and my idol. She
okay.
wouldn't be here without. the social connections I made, or clearly my idol play, to benefit myself. It sucks so bad she won that Final Five immunity, but um, I do believe without obviously without each other we would have a harder time, but she needed me more than I needed her.
Okay.
Um, type situation. If I didn't bring Uni in or make the promises I made with Uni or was on BC during the votes with Uni when Uni got backstabbed at everyone else and no one was telling her anything, and Uni was so sweet and everyone was against her, Uni wouldn't be on our side. And I feel Uni would, if no one gave Uni that opportunity to come to the other side like I did, um we would be in a shit position right now. If I didn't have that relationship pre-jury with Joaquin throughout and I assume I was really, where Roman was low on his trust rankings, I was near the top, we would have those numbers come jury. And if I didn't do the Lex vote with Joaquin and made sure I told Joaquin they're going for you or whatever, like kept Joaquin in the loop, we wouldn't have Joaquin. If I didn't keep Patrick safe during the Lex vote, we wouldn't have Patrick. If I didn't, there's so many things that I did that did carry Roman so hard. And Roman did come up with, yes, there was collabs. Like, I'm not going to say we didn't make some decisions together. Like Roman's vote she gave to me, we talked about that, said, okay, we should throw that vote on, what's his name? Jordan. And then there was also, we did talk about on some votes together, such as the Jira vote. However, I take full credit for the Jira vote. You can see my confessionals. I've been planning that for rounds. So I do think that there are moves that I made more substantial to the game. And I don't want to come off as cocky. I just want to defend my game because I came into
Yeah.
this game really trying to play a dominant game. And so, sorry if I'm seeming really cocky or throwing Roman under the bus. Roman definitely played a solid game. I'm just saying I carried a lot of it.
Yeah, no, I don't think you sound cocky at all. Like, you played an amazing game. Like, I think I'm allowed to say that. Like,
Okay, thank
you
you.
you played such a great game. Like, you're definitely gonna be high on like player rankings. And um I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Like, you're one of the best games that's ever been played in this
Let's
server.
fucking go, bruh.
Like,
Thank you.
hands down. I was rooting for you all season long, and I think I can say that because you're kind of out of the game now. Um,
Yeah.
uh, I will say not everyone was rooting for you the entire time.
No, I sense that. I sense that majorly. Don't worry.
I like all the greats have haters. So,
Yeah.
um, but from one overdog to another, yes, I'm glad that you played the game that you did. Um, I just have like a couple more questions.
That's fine.
Um,
I love answering.
I know it's so fun to talk about ourselves, right?
Yeah.
Um, so if you could, or no, let me do a different one. What was your favorite moment in the game, and what was your least favorite moment in the game?
Mm, my favorite moment, as cheesy as it sounds, and it was beneficial to my game. However, idling uni felt so good just because, fun fact, if no one knows, I was on VC with Joaquin during that vote as I was playing the idol on uni, as he was trying to backstab me. So, and when he kept saying, play the idol on yourself, I knew right then and there to play on uni because I knew I was safe from me acting all paranoid just to make sure the vote wasn't on me. So I knew there and then to play it on uni and to play it on someone that's so loyal and so nice. It felt so good to save someone that I truly trusted in the game and that truly benefited my game. It felt nice and uni and I rejoiced. It was a really nice time. So yeah, that's favorite, but least favorite. Um, oh, I would say the Jero vote, but I know he was going for me later in the game. So I'm just trying to think. Mm,
I'm honestly surprised that you have to think hard about this. Like, there are so many moments to choose from.
I'm just trying to think of game moments. I mean, there's definitely personal moments.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, I feel you.
Okay, I guess we'll go personal. I would say when okay, probably everyone can agree with this. The alt thing with Emmy, when everyone kept getting freaked out over it, I kept going in people's DM. Like oh my god, it was insane, bro. Like when that was going on, people kept freaking the hell out. Specifically everyone but Emmy, funny enough. Um
Mhm.
and I was just like, shut the hell up, it's over with. And they're like, no, it could be a thing. And I talked to Jared and he's like, no. And I'm like, are you sure? And he was like, well, maybe not. And then that also caused the updog situation. So
The
I mean, not the updog. Wait,
the
I mean the
lapdog?
lapdog situation.
Okay.
It was just mess after mess. And yeah. Um
Yeah, that's where my mind went to as well.
Yeah, that's probably where mine should have went to. I just wasn't thinking personal whatsoever. I was thinking game, but yeah,
I appreciate that.
yeah.
Um, okay, cool. Yeah, those are some interesting moments. With uni reminds me, because like I said, I haven't been the best about keeping up. Was she against you at some point?
Um. Okay, so pre-jury, we were together with Ha. I, however, was going to side with Jero and Roman.
Mhm.
If it came, I was in both alliances. I was in the middle, so I was. It was either go with Ha or Uni or Jero and Roman, and I figured going in the merge, Jero and Roman would be better. Which did happen. But Uni was on the other side for the beginning of the merge. Not necessarily we were working against each other. We just happened to be on different sides. When we planned the Quinn vote out, Uni was excluded from that, which essentially led to me and Uni not working together. However, when we started to steamroll a bit and then get Jero, so we steamrolled a bit, we got Quinn and Jordan, and then we got Jero, and then Uni felt like she was kind of being targeted because people are saying, oh, Jero and Uni are like tight.
Mhm.
So then that's when we started working together because on the call during Jero's vote out, um, I kept saying, "Okay, this is the plan. Don't get you're not going to get blinds. I'm not going to let you get blindsided. I'm going to tell you what's going on." And she was like, "Oh shit, I already locked my vote." I'm like, "That's fine. We can just continue working together in the future on the VC." And she was like, "Okay, thank you so much for giving me this chance. Whatever, whatever." Um, so that's when we started bonding really tightly. But during the early merge, it just didn't play out like that.
Okay, I see. But it sounds like you were both willing to be fluid and it ended up working in your favor because, like,
Yeah, because if Uni didn't, if Uni wasn't willing, which was a good game move on Uni's part, Uni would be steamrolled by
right.
everyone, and I really wanted Uni on my side, specifically myself, and it did come out like that. However, um, come Final Five, it clearly wasn't enough, as Roman did win immunity, and I'm here
Right, right. And
in a 3-2 vote.
yeah, that's crazy. I mean, at least you didn't go out in like a unanimous vote, you know? That would be
Yeah,
extra painful.
yeah, I'm glad Uni kept me.
Allegedly.
Shut up,
Um,
bruh. Like,
I know that you were like in mid game, you like mid merge, you were like going around very paranoid in people's DMs. Um,
this was specifically during Patrick's photo, out, right?
yeah,
Yeah, that was literally all an act, just to make sure that I'm gonna be playing my idol correctly if I do happen to play one. Um, and what solidified that was Joaquin freaking out telling me to play the idol myself. So it wasn't me being paranoid, it was just me making sure I'm playing the idol on the right person and me just trying to annoy the hell out of people until they say they're not voting me. Um, so yeah, because I was pretty level-headed throughout the game until that moment. I bet
Mhm.
you everyone can vouch for that. It's just that it was that specific vote where I needed to confirm things, and it clearly worked out.
Yeah. Yeah, I that was such a good move. Like, Boofus, I have to say, like, I know you've played like Roblox games, but those are so different from like these. I
The Tower of Roblox game really taught me this.
um I don't know, like, you're just naturally good at these. Like, you are one of the best players I have ever seen. And I'm not just like blowing smoke up your ass. Like, you are genuinely one of the best players I've ever seen. And you've only played 2 games. Like, how the fuck are you so
This is my
good?
last, but thank you.
You're not
Um,
gonna be back for All Stars?
fuck no, I'm gonna be in Hawaii
Oh,
and
right,
having
right, right.
college and shit. Yeah, but I don't know if you're just feeding into my praise kink,
Oh
but
my
thank
God.
you. That means a lot.
No, I'm not. Like, I'm being serious.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so last question is if you oh, actually not last question, 2 questions. So
Okay.
first one is if or who are you rooting for? Like who right now has your vote to win and who would you want to see get voted out next?
Right now, Uni has my vote to win. I said I would vote for Roman in the end. But I just wanted to say that just in case Roman happens to get to the end with Uni, and I could be like, you didn't tell me you weren't voting me, so I lied too. But
Oh, damn.
yeah, but in reality though, Uni's probably going to be out very soon because Roman's the best at the comps out of the 4 of them, and they would vote out Uni. And while I am rooting for Uni, I would give my vote to Roman in the end against anyone else besides Uni.
Okay, then who do you want to see get voted out next?
Voted out next, I would love to see Joaquin get voted out next somehow, even though it's not going to happen, just so everyone's final 2 plans get ruined.
Okay, this is kind of a sub-shoot question that I um like didn't expect to ask, but why is Joaquin in everyone's final 2 plans?
Joaquin didn't do anything this game. Like, sorry, but
Man, let me
Joaquin
make
was
sure
such
Tristan's not around. Like,
Joaquin was such a goat, bro. Like, um, I feel like everyone thinks they can either beat Joaquin or feel good about losing to Joaquin because Joaquin did nothing, and the only move Joaquin did try to make with Patrick was voting out Uni, which that didn't work. And so, if Joaquin goes, then everyone in that final 3 has a big chance at winning. If Joaquin's in the final 2 with any of them, it's most likely like a 90% chance the person next to Joaquin wins the game,
including Emmy.
including Emmy. I feel like people respect Emmy's game more than Joaquin.
Okay.
At least, mm,
That
Emmy
wasn't me like
tried. Emmy,
leading. I was just like saying, okay.
no, I'm thinking about it. Like, I think Emmy and Joaquin both didn't do anything substantially game wise. But I do think people would lean Emmy for sure. I think Emmy would beat Joaquin. 80% sure about that one.
Because of like social game or because of like game moves? I say moves potentially lightly, but
I would say um Emmy wasn't necessarily a goat, where Joaquin was. So
okay.
Emmy was just on the wrong side a lot of the game, and Emmy didn't really do anything pre-merge either. But Emmy has a major underdog story where Joaquin just has a goat story and a failed plan.
But Emmy was an alt, so don't you know that she was running the whole season?
Oh yeah, Emmy isn't all. Emmy
Yeah.
told Roman to vote me out final 5 because I was planning to take her out final 4.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
that's what was happening exactly.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Um, sorry, I had to. That was just so ridiculous. And so final question is, if you could describe each of the final players in one word, what would it be?
Joaquin, like personality wise, Joaquin.
However you want.
Okay, Joaquin, aloof, Emmy, GameStop.
Wow,
um,
GameStop is her whole personality. Okay.
Right, well, because think about it. Emmy talks about Pokemon. Emmy talks about GameStop a lot, and Emmy's a gamey person, so GameStop. Um, Uni. I'm gonna give Uni fierce. I know most people wouldn't describe Uni as fierce, but Uni doesn't give up, which I respect about that. And Roman would be I don't want to be mean. I don't know.
Oh my God, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say GameBot, but then like
Oh, I mean,
I
that's
don't.
not like mean.
Yeah, I would say like who's like a player from Survivor. I don't know.
There's a lot.
Yeah, like I don't know. Let's just do GameBot. I'm sorry. Don't write that down.
I'm not writing anything down, but it's
Don't
going
listen
on
to this,
YouTube.
Roman.
Like,
I just couldn't think of anything.
Roman probably will listen to this, knowing her. So
Yeah, most likely.
have fun, Roman. Y'all will be having a conversation.
And I will ignore that conversation to the fullest.
Yeah, that's all the questions that I have for you. Is there anything else that you wanted to say?
Nothing besides that. Thank you for hosting, and this final season of mine has been a fun ride, and thank you.
I'm glad that despite all of the hiccups, it was fun. You know,
Yeah.
that's what's important.
It's funny how Divine, the only vote Divine reads right in the correct order is mine. Like, what the hell?
What do you mean? Oh, like the only tribal?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a little strange.
Divine, did you like me or did you not, huh?
You'll find out after the season.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so I will stop the recording now.